What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a fresh start to a new day. So some stuff has happened recently in the last couple days, and I figure we should talk about it. But I need some Dunkin', so I'm gonna go get some Dunkin' real quick, and we'll talk about this while we're driving, and then come back and get some work done because I got some stuff that I'm doing. Wow, it's warm in here. That's better. Dumb bitch. Feels good to be driving this thing. Definitely got quite the line coming around the building, so I guess we got time to chat. Well, I can't reach to put my camera up on the dash, so we're gonna talk like this. So a few life changes have happened since I went on my vacation. So if you guys saw the last couple videos, I went out to Wisconsin, hung out with my mom for a few days, then I went out to Florida, hung out with my best friend Matt, met up with Honda Street Garage, went to the beach, had a good time and all that, and then when I got back, that night that I got back, Keith, who is the owner of Hassport, Brian's brother. A lot of people mistake and think that Brian is Hassport. Brian is not Hassport. So let's just throw that out there. Brian is the face of Hassport. He is the, obviously the picture. When you think of Hassport, you think of Brian, you think of him doing his videos and all that. But yeah, he is not Hassport. Keith is Hassport. Don't just throwing that out there. But yeah, so I'm not gonna try and butter it up or anything. They basically screwed me over. If you guys know, I've been working there for around 2.5 years or so, and I've been the lead welder for at least the last year and a half. I did social media, I did shipping, I pretty much did everything there that I could learn besides the CNC machines. It wasn't bad for a while. But over the last year, things have started to kind of really go downhill there, especially for me and a few of the other people, but other people just don't speak up as much as I do. And I'm not going to go into detail. I don't want to cause a whole bunch of drama, and I don't want you guys to go bashing Hassport or anything, because, I mean, even though I don't like them right now, obviously they're still the best in the business for mounts. Can't deny that. But and I just want to throw it out there that a lot of you guys are going to say, don't be so ungrateful, they did so much for you, you learned so much there. Let's just clear the air on that really quick. I did learn a lot while I was there, don't get me wrong. I learned a lot of Honda related stuff, but everything I learned outside of that, all the fabrication, the welding, the TIG welding, all of that I learned on my own accord because I wanted to learn so that way I could be a better employee, and I firmly believe that they just took advantage of that. Yeah, so I think they took advantage of that, but essentially pretty much what happened is they got upset that I went to Florida and went to the beach while I was on my vacation. They said that they do not feel safe having me at the shop after being exposed to that or whatever that means, obviously. And then because I had made an Instagram post, and on my post I had said that I'm grieved, or very saddened essentially, that I have to go back to a place that makes me so unhappy, because I've been pretty darn miserable there the last year. But like I said, I'm not going to go into detail. Just know that all that glitters isn't gold with that place. But yeah, so instead of instead of trying to help me at all like they help everybody else there, Keith pretty much just told me he doesn't feel safe having me there, and he doesn't want me to be unhappy, so he told me that we should just part ways. So as of Tuesday, I no longer work for Hasport. Yes, I'm grateful for the times I had there. It was really cool. Yes, I'm grateful for the push to learn the things that I learned, and for a lot of the Honda swap knowledge and stuff like that I learned. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm pretty angry, but I'm not gonna go throwing people under the bus and doing all this other crap. I just trying to be more civilized about it, I suppose. But yeah, so yeah, I don't really know what else to say on that subject other than the Integra, the roll bar is getting gone. It doesn't help me at all because it's a blind spot for my left shoulder, because once I look over my left shoulder, that's all I see is bar right there. So gonna have to make one for myself. But it's just frustrating because instead of trying to help me, and obviously we're in the middle of a global pandemic still, and yeah, they're just kind of screwing me over, even though they're giving everybody else a chance. And I'm the one that was always there on time, always stayed late when asked to, and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm a little frustrated, but we got other stuff going on. But yeah, so with all that stuff aside, sad boy stuff aside, I currently, am unemployed. So I have my foot in the door at a couple places, but I'm gonna take a couple weeks to try and get my feet wet a little bit with this whole self-employment thing. So what I've done the last 2 days, well, yesterday and now today, is I started making some little things that I can sell. So I've made up a batch of catch cans, nothing crazy, more simple to just kind of obviously get some practice in and to even see if people even buy these things. So this was the first one I made yesterday. I already painted up, and yeah, it's a little rough around the edges. The bottom welds came out kind of doo-doo because my filler rod was cheap stuff, so I had to go get more. But nonetheless, it's solid, it's baffled, it's got a baffle plate inside, and it has steel wool to actually catch the oil. It's got the vent on the top so you can put a little filter on it, and just 2 normal hose ports. So this one is already sold. I'm selling this one to my buddy, and I'm actually making him a battery box for his DA so he can relocate his battery to the trunk. So instead of just moping around and applying online, because obviously everybody knows if you're watching my videos and you're in the same situation, unemployed and trying to hunt for jobs, you know that hardly anybody's hiring at the moment because of all this stuff that's going on. So I'm trying to make the best of it, and I'm trying to put in some work. So I have these 2 catch cans that are made. This one was the second one, still a little crooked because this is all extra material that I had laying around. So the welds on this one are much better, and then this one is the winner. This one's actually straight, has pretty good welds all the way around, and I'm actually proud of this one. I will be making some little mounting plates for it though, that I'm gonna weld on just so you can kind of like attach to the shock tower, because I forgot to do it on that one. That's why I had that little metal L bracket bolted to it. I forget they do have drains. I did put drains on the bottom. So hopefully that works and they don't leak. But yeah, let me just kind of show you guys exactly what I'm using. So I'm doing it cheap and I'm doing it simple, so that way I can sell them cheap and hopefully just make some money, you know. Begin, learn, get my foot in the door to all this stuff. So I had some spare intercooler piping. That's my piping shelf, and I'm pretty much out of it. So this is gonna be my last one that I can actually make with what I have. But yeah, I just took a couple inches of intercooler piping. Then I took some aluminum flat stock, used a hole saw, drilled a bunch of holes in it so that way it could be like a baffle, and then I was pretty much just kind of sandwiching it in there, just like that, and then I was welding that shut, and then I was shoving steel wool inside the one end, and then welding these 2 plates as end caps, and you know, one has the drain hole, the other one I hog out and I weld on the little tab, and then I drill 2 holes and weld on these 2 little tabs for your hose ports. And simple, should be pretty effective, and yeah, starting simple. And it makes me get better at this thing, because obviously TIG welding is very difficult, and I'm getting lots of practice. So these ones, I don't know if all of these are going to be sold by the time this video goes up, but if they aren't, I will put them in the description to my big cartel if you want to support and help and pick one up. And I think they're going to be around 30 or 40 bucks a piece. That way I'm just totally not losing out, because I've been burning through gas on this stuff, because I mean TIG welding just uses a lot of gas and filler rod, and you know, I'm just really trying to make something of myself and not just sit around. So hopefully you guys understand, and hopefully you guys are supportive of me. All good things must come to an end, so Hasport was fun while it lasted. I don't hold it too much against Brian. I just kind of think it's selfish that he never even talked to me about any of this, or even offered to help, since his brother kind of ghosted me on the phone. I haven't heard from Brian at all, but it is what it is. So
I'm not gonna hold grudges, we're just gonna move on.
So I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna finish these 2 catch cans, make this other one up, try and not totally destroy it. And then I have to, one of you guys, his name is Chris, he's wanting me to make him the battery box, so I'm gonna have to go get some more material because I only have a little bit more. I've only got that much, so that's enough to make a small square catch can that another guy is wanting me to make for his DA. So I'll go ahead and try and make that up, and then I have to go get some AN fittings because he wants 4 AN fittings. So I have to go down to Low Cash and pick those up. But yeah, while I'm out, I'll have to pick up another sheet of flat stock, and so that way I can make the battery box. Just kind of figured I'd take you guys throughout the day, and we'll try and get some stuff done and make some money. Screw it, and I realized that I had taken my glove off and just burnt the crap out of my finger. This one's almost done. I just gotta do the bottom cap and the bead all the way around it, and then once that's done, then I just have to make the quick little mounting L bracket for the 3 of them, and these are good to sell. And I also just want to again just stress, like, I know I'm not a professional, and that's why I'm not selling these at professional prices. If you get an eBay catch can for 30 bucks, when you open it up, you're not gonna have any baffling. Maybe minimal on one port. You're not gonna have anything to catch the oil. It's just gonna be pretty much an empty can unless you start spending like 80, 120 bucks or something for something better. These things have, like I showed you, they have the baffle plate, and I'm shoving a piece of steel wool in there. So that way it has something to catch the oil and to stop the particles from lifting up, so that way you're only taking in clean air into your thing. And like I said, I'm only gonna be selling these for like 30, 40 bucks a piece to start with until I get better at this. And I know my welds are getting better already, but it's just like the actual connecting the pieces and making them all straight and flush. That's the hard part, especially when I'm using pretty generic tools. I need to get a belt sander and a drill press thing. Alright, finished them up. 2 of them, I found some extra bungs that I could weld on the bottom, so that way I can make sure they were getting a tight seal for the drain plug. Each one with a slightly different mounting bracket, just because I was kind of playing around and seeing what I like. This one is like that, obviously. This one is a bent piece of metal. The other one that's out there that I just painted, it's pretty much the same thing. I just didn't have a big enough piece that I cut, so I just welded 2 flat pieces together to make an L. But yeah, they're pretty much done. So the 2 so far out of the 4 are sold, and I'm just gonna paint them all black, just so it's simple, it's clean looking. So here's the other one. This one's going to Chris. Chris Whips on YouTube. You guys may have remembered him from when he lived out here, but this one's going to him. I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying. Well, the catch cans turned out pretty decent. I just did them all black just for simplicity's sake. Next batch should definitely be better, if these ones even sell, because like I said, this was scrap material that I had. So next batch should be out of some actual tubing, so that way it's easier to get straighter cuts. And you know, after getting some experience on these, really not that hard. But yeah, so far that one is going to a buddy, and then I think I have 1 more potentially sold. So I still got 2 left. So if you guys want to help me and you want to support the channel and support me, then I will have these listed in my description. I'm probably going to post these on the Big Cartel if they're still available by the time this video goes up. So if you want to get one, go grab one from there, or hit me up on Instagram directly at Chris Sadowski. But we're going to end this video off here, guys. Kind of wanted to make a little video, show you guys what I'm doing now at the moment, trying to get some stuff done, and kind of just the situation that is upon me. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to let me know in the comments, and slap that like button. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you've considered subscribing. So yeah, life comes at you quickly, but nope, we'll figure it out, hopefully. But yeah, anyways, guys, do what you like, forget about the rest. If you want to support me, go pick up a sticker and or buy these catch cans if they aren't already gone by then, and see you in the next one. Peace out.